First of all, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. That's the name of the Father, Yahweh, and the Son is Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there in the gaps and the hedges, pushing this truth and sincerity. Safety, peace, and blessings to the elect across the four corners of the earth. And that's the elect of Israel, okay? Because all Israel are making it on this side, all right? Only 144,000 of the governing body Israel, and 1/3, which actually consists of the 144,000. All right. So all Israel won't make it on the first trip. All right. So I want to go into the scripture right here concerning the recent events. If you've been watching the news, if you being that watchman like Yahweh Shai had deemed you to be, if you got this truth, I'm just telling you. Lately, if you've been in the know, you know that Donald Trump has shot off 59 Scud missiles at the Syrian air base. Because supposedly, allegedly, I say it like that, allegedly, the president of Syria, who is Assad, shot off some chemical bombs or chemical missiles and poisoned 100 of his people. Now, all of a sudden, Donald Trump cared. But we know, according to the Sirach and Apocrypha, never trust thine enemy, right? So, but basically, those are rumors of wars. And let's get right into the scripture I have at the ready, you know. I have at the ready, and the scriptures I have at the ready is Isaiah 13 chapter and the 4th verse. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. All right, the Lord Yahweh gathereth Yahweh of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. All right, so Yahweh of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. All right, he bring all the nations together that they all may be judged. All right, for the controversy of Israel. Basically, all the nations shall be judged, right? So he is putting all these pieces together. He's the master chess player. He's bringing everything together. No man walk according to his own will, all right? The Most High put it in Donald Trump's heart that he may go fire off the missiles, and whatever happened with the chemical bombs, the Most High is behind all of it. He mustereth the host of the battle, as it says in the scriptures, all right? Another scripture I want to bring out is because right now, all right, let's bring the scripture out first. Let's bring the scripture out first. Let's bring that scripture out first. All right, it says in Joel 3rd chapter in the 10th verse, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I am strong. Now I brought this out because the recent news article of the North Korean setting up 150,000 troops over there in the east, you know, setting them up against the northern, over there in the east, you know, setting them up. And we're going to get to the reason why he's setting them up. All right. And of course, if you've been watching the news lately, you know that the president, which is Kim Jong-un or something like that, he has been, you know, testing missiles as far as testing for range power. Because what he is trying to do, he is trying to make a nuclear missile to reach the shores of the United States. And according to the scriptures, he will be a part of this. According to the scriptures, he will be a part of it. He's allies with Russia, okay? He's allies with Russia, China, and all those other people. I mean, well, not China. He's not allies with China, all right? But he's allied with Russia, Iran, and those are the big, you know, major players, major figureheads that's going to be a part of this last world war, all right? So, but what it means in the scripture in Joel, the 3rd chapter, the 10th verse, all the resources they have that they was using for agriculture, okay, whether it be building buildings, whether it be, doing husbandry, which means, fielding the land, you know what I'm saying, planting crops and all that. But all the resources they have now, they're going to put them towards building that missile, that nuclear warhead with the range to reach the soils of America, aka Babylon, to the brothers that be in the know. All right. And the only person that's going to survive in the soils of America, and they're not going to be actually on the soils of America, they're going to be taken up out of here by Yahweh Shai, and the angels are the elect, the 144,000, all right, 12,000 out of each tribe of Israel, and the 1/3, in which the 144,000 consists of that 1/3. 2/3 of Israel would be cut off on this side and die and perish. They'll be brought back in the kingdom. That's a lesson for another day. And that's right. Let the weak say, I am strong. Now, at one point in time in the past, North Korea wouldn't dare try America like that because they actually said it's going against the UN rules and sanctions and shit for them to be trying and firing off missiles. He don't give a damn. He doing what he want to do. Like I said, man's goings of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, says it in the scriptures, the king's heart is in his hand. He turn it, it's like the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. All right? So he don't even know what he's doing. He unconscious. None of us know what we're doing. We unconscious. We doing the will of the Father, whether we believe it or not. All right? So let's get an article right here. I came out today. And it says, actually this is from Sky News. And the topic says, Donald Trump says North Korea is looking for trouble. All right? This is dated Tuesday 11, which is the day, April 2017. All right? I'm going to skim through the article just to hit a few points. Time is of the essence. Donald Trump has said, by Alan McGinnis, news reporter, Donald Trump has said North Korea is looking for trouble and warned the U.S. would solve the problem with or without China's help. Now, if you've been watching, you know just recently Donald Trump, the president of the United States, have hosted the president of China to come over here. You know, by this article that's letting you know that he was asking China, hey, man, get a handle of your region, man. Get a handle of things that's going on over there, man. You got this guy trying out missiles and shit, you know, trying to build a missile that has the range power to reach United States. You need to get a handle on it or either come help me. That's why he wrote that in the little tweet, right? It says, the president's defiant Twitter message came after Pyongyang promised a strong response if the U.S. dares opt for a military action, warning such a move would have catastrophic consequences. Of course it's going to have catastrophic consequences, but they all going to meet up in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, right? As is read in the scripture, you know what I'm saying? The Valley of Jehoshaphat. Now, that's Mashpat. Jehoshaphat, Mashpat, all right? That's the Valley of Judgment, all right? It goes through. I want to get to a certain point. I want to get to a certain point. Okay, hold on. Salak. All right, and it reads, North Korea right here. I want you to see this part. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un wants to develop a long-range missile capable of hitting the U.S. mainland with a nuclear warhead. 5 nuclear tests have been staged so far, 2 of them last year, and there is speculation another test could be imminent. The North is set to mark the 105th birthday of its late founding leader on Saturday, an occasion sometimes celebrated with a display of military might. South Korea's prime minister and acting president has also warned of a grave provocation by Pyongyang to coincide with other anniversaries, including the 25th April Foundation Day for its army. Okay? Of its army. All right? So basically it's flaring up. All right? It's flaring up because they basically telling the Kim Jong-un that you can't be doing this shit, you know? America's crying about it, Babylon, and the beast is crying about it. Actually, the beast is the UN, you know? UN, the NATO, the European nations, NATO, all right? So they saying, hey, you breaking the contract that we made years ago. He like, the hell with you. I'm going to do what I do. You know why? Because he is mustering the battle. I'm talking about that he who is Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, all right? So he's going to be pushed along. You know what I'm saying? They going to get this thing to popping. And if you be in the know, you actually want this to come because we must go through this before the kingdom gets here. We must have this happen. It must happen. I want to read another scripture before I close it out. And this is actually, this is going to be in Matthew 24th chapter, and I'll start at the 6th verse. And it reads, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Okay, and the rumors of wars, like I said, he said Assad, which is the president of Syria, gassed his people. We don't know. According to the Apocrypha and Ecclesiasticus, which we call Sirach, the 12th chapter, never trust thine enemy. But anyway, the 7th verse of Matthew 24, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Isn't that happening right now? As far as the article I was just reading, and many more things that we don't know, that's a media blackout upon, you know, kingdom against kingdom, and there should be famines. All right, now there's been a media blackout, but Venezuela is still going through a famine. They're still going through food crisis. Not to mention over there in the land of Ham, which they call Africa today, okay, and pestilences, okay. We get pestilences all over the place. All over the place there are pestilences. I think the last major pestilence was the Zika virus that was carried by the mosquitoes, which probably Esau made the shit, but ultimately the Most High controls the hearts of men, right? And earthquakes. Okay, it's earthquakes probably every few seconds you have earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Guess what? This is just the beginning of sorrows, right? It's just the beginning. And and let me drop another scripture just to give a little confidence, if I can, if the Lord find me worthy, that I may bring confidence, you know what I'm saying, upon the brother, and give him some confidence that he may endure until the end, if it be thy will, Father, you know. So I want to go to Luke 21:36, and it says, watch ye therefore and pray always, that you may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man, you know. So hey, I hope this was edifying. You know, the true watchmen keep watching, as Yahweh Shah just said right here in this scripture. Always watch and pray, man. Watch and pray. Not just pray. Prayer is very important. Prayer is very important. I wouldn't count it no less. But always be watching too, so that they don't come upon you unawares. I want to say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there in the gaps and the hedges, pushing this truth and sincerity. Safety, peace, and blessings to the elect across the four corners of the earth. Shalom.